When Rome thought Britain had been tamed, they made one fatal mistake. They broke a queen. And from her pain, an empire burned. Subscribe for more real-life stories. In the year AD 60, in the eastern lands of Britain, a widow named Boudica stood before the ruins of her home. Her husband, King Prasutagus of the Iceni, had died, leaving a will that divided his wealth between his daughters and the Emperor of Rome. A gesture meant to keep peace, but the Romans did not honor it. They seized his lands, stripped his people of their rights, and when Boudica protested, they flogged her in public and assaulted her two young daughters. What had once been quiet submission turned that day into quiet rage. Boudica withdrew into the countryside, where Roman eyes seldom looked. Messengers were sent across the tribal lands, to the Trinovantes, the Cornovi, and the Catuvelauni, tribes who had all suffered under Roman taxes and soldiers. The message was simple: Britain must rise. In small gatherings around fires, men and women who once farmed the fields sharpened their spears and swore allegiance to the widow queen. By spring, thousands had gathered beneath her banner, painted with the horse of the Iceni. Their purpose was not conquest, but punishment. The first blow fell on Camulodunum, the Roman capital of Britain, now modern-day Colchester. The town was lightly defended, its garrison unprepared. The Britons stormed the gates, cutting down soldiers and settlers alike, destroying temples and villas. Statues of Roman emperors were torn down, their marble faces smashed into dust. From there, Boudica's army marched south, burning Londinium and Verulamium, leaving behind a trail of blackened ruins and thousands of Roman dead. The rebellion spread faster than the Romans could contain it. The empire's grip on Britain trembled. But vengeance carries its own cost. When the Roman governor Gaius Suetonius Paulinus returned with his legions, he found an army of Britons larger than his own, but undisciplined. They met somewhere near what is now Manchester in the Midlands. The Britons charged headlong, shouting curses, while the Romans formed tight ranks behind their shields. The battle was brutal and swift. The Roman tactics, drilled and precise, crushed the revolt. By the end of the day, Boudica's forces lay scattered and broken across the plain. Boudica did not live to see what followed. Some say she took poison, others that illness or grief took her soon after. Her body was buried in secret, her grave lost to time. Yet her story endured, not as that of a conqueror, but of a woman who struck back when her home, her body, and her children were violated. In the centuries that followed, poets and historians would remember her not as a queen of defeat, but as the woman who dared to remind